Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm back to Modern Warfare. Ooh, yeah. So I know it's been about a month since my last video, and you would think with, the hype of Modern Warfare coming out, and, my previous videos talking about it, playing the beta, I would post videos right away, right? First day. Yeah, first time on the game. But we kind of did that with the beta, and the full game, at least the multiplayer portion, is a lot like the beta. There's more stuff to do, obviously. We can get into that later on, but I just want to talk about my overall experience so far with the game. I played through the entire campaign on hardened difficulty. There is veteran, but maybe one day I'll go back and play veteran, but I was looking usually I play on hardened because I look for a challenge, but I don't want to get too frustrated with the campaign. I want to kind of enjoy it while still having a challenge. So that's usually why I do hardened first. And overall, I would give the campaign probably a solid 9 out of 10. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 because it was kind of short. I think that's my only gripe about the campaign. But overall, the story was great. The characters were great. Graphics were outstanding. I mean, I'm sure anyone who was watching this video has probably seen the trailers or has played the game themselves. The multiplayer is really good looking, but the campaign is even better. I won't spoil anything, but a few of the missions are just hands down like one of the best missions I've ever played. I was impressed. Definitely impressed. I will say though, and I was reading this, I think it was on Twitter or Reddit maybe, I don't remember, but it was about the story and kind of overall how on console the field of view seems really tight, almost too close. And I know Infinity Ward was going for this more of a realistic feel, especially in the campaign, where like in previous Call of Duties, I think the spaces were a little bit bigger to kind of give you more air to kind of understand where the enemies are, stuff like that. In this campaign, they kind of focused on like more of the realism. We'll get into realism later. It being more a little realistic, the spaces were a little more confined, and you had to make kind of quick movements, decide where enemies are, and a lot of the missions were dark. You had to wear like night vision goggles and stuff like that, which was pretty damn cool. And it actually felt more like you were there, and I guess that's what they were going for. There were consequences, and you like kind of looked out. You kind of worked with your teammates, even though they were AI. There were times like where you led the team, and times where you followed the team. So that was it was pretty cool. It was different. I've never experienced that before in Call of Duty. So usually like you kind of feel like you're the lone soldier. Like there were actually times where the AI like saved my ass in this campaign, especially when you worked with Captain Price. So that was pretty cool. So that's pretty much my take on the campaign. I loved it. 9 out of 10. Pretty solid. If you haven't played it, I'll give it a try, because you do get a few things unlocked for multiplayer, and you actually can level up weapons as you play through the campaign. So that's pretty cool. So I know there's a lot of concerns, a lot of complaints, especially from some of the YouTubers I look up to. They think the game is too slow, there's a lot of camping, the maps suck, but everyone's overall experience with the game itself, I think positives that I've heard. The gameplay is amazing, the graphics are amazing, the sound engine is amazing, but I'm just going to give you my take on it, and I'm not like being a Call of Duty D-Rider or an Infinity Ward D-Rider. I don't know. My experience so far with this game has been nothing but greatness. There's a few things that need adjustments. Mostly the footsteps, the 7.25 shotgun, the claymores, which they fixed, the EOD perk, maybe making Dead Silence a perk, but maybe we can get into that in another video. I'm not sure that would work, because then it would kind of become a crutch perk. but maybe you can pair it with, put it in the same slot as Ghost, so people have to choose between Ghost and Dead Silence. I don't know. But I think what they should do is just lower the volume of the footsteps just a little bit, so it doesn't sound like you have concrete boots on all the time. But you know, make it a little more, because you have to think, if you're in a war and you have a helmet on and you have headphones on and you're talking to your teammates, you're probably not gonna be able to hear an enemy's footsteps that loud. So in that sense, I think it's a little unrealistic, but that can be adjusted. I think it's pretty easy. But overall, I've really been enjoying this game. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie and tell you this is the worst game I've ever played. Is it the best game? Best Call of Duty I've ever played? I don't know. I mean, I think it's up there. I think it's definitely up there with you know, like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and the game mode that I've been playing the most of is this new Realism / NVG, the night vision goggles game mode. So if you haven't played this game mode, basically it's kind of like hardcore with normal health and increased headshot damage. So it's basically a one-shot headshot with most guns from most ranges, but body damage is the same as normal multiplayer. What makes it like the Realism is you have no HUD, so your screen is just game. There's nothing else there except for a little tiny white dot in the bottom right corner that tells you when your field order is ready, like your little perk, like Dead Silence or your ammo box, you know, whatever you're using. Which is nice, because otherwise, I guess they could do like an audio cue, but with everything going on in the game, sometimes that can get lost. So I like the little white dot, so thank you for that, Infinity Ward. But I am absolutely loving this game mode. It is hands down probably I'm going to throw it out there and say it's probably one of my favorite game modes of all time in Call of Duty. Especially the night vision goggles mode. You can take the night vision goggles off. I've seen some players use like thermal scopes on their weapons instead of using the night vision goggles. That's an option. I personally like the night vision goggles, how he turns the gun sideways and you kind of aim with the laser, because it kind of opens your field of view and you can kind of see the enemy like pretty clearly. It's kind of hard to miss people, and it's different to me. It's a little more tactical, a little bit slower. Not all the games, some of the games go the full time limit, but most games end at the score limit, which is 75. It's only TDM. I think it could work for probably like search and destroy. Be kind of fun playing in the Realism mode. So maybe we'll get something like that. But if you haven't tried Realism and you're into hardcore, or you're into like the more tactical side of Modern Warfare, definitely give it a try. It's hands down my favorite game mode, and I've been loving it. So, like I said, we can get more into the details in later videos. I just want to kind of get my overall thoughts out there and let you guys know that I am not hating this game. So if you're looking for a little more of a positive experience, maybe consider subscribing to my channel and checking out more of the videos I'm going to be posting. I'm going to try to start getting 2 videos out a week again. I just honestly, I really want to get a feel for the game before I just said, oh, that's the best game ever, or oh, it's the worst game ever. I'm level 50 now as of this recording. I have like 19 hours played in the game, so almost a full day. And I have played through the whole campaign. I haven't played Spec Ops yet. I was never really into the co-op kind of stuff, but I'll definitely give it a try because you can level up guns in there. So just real quick, my top 3 favorite guns. The M4, obviously, it's pretty solid. Recently, the M13, kind of similar to the M4, but slightly faster fire rate. And the iron sights are really nice. And the blackout rounds, I hear, are awesome. I haven't unlocked them yet, but they'll probably be really good for the night maps too, because they have no bullet tracers. So that could be fun. We'll see. And then third, I'll give the P90. I think the P90 is my favorite SMG right now. And after the couple SMG buffs, it's pretty nice. So give that a try. So there you go. Those are my initial thoughts of the game, of multiplayer, campaign. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.